Alright, everyone. Well, welcome back to Your Turn to Die. Perhaps not the part that you expected me to start at, but Miss Rico's treasure. uh, I figured, you know what? If I have to do this part again, I might as well go through and do this, because I didn't see this scene the first time through, because I was so worried about now, I think, mostly, but also Rico. So here we are, and we're going to do it. Hopefully my voices are correct. I haven't actually looked back for Sarah's voice yet. I was just kind of doing this, and it felt correct, but it might be wrong.
Alice's is very easy to remember.
But anyway, here's Miss Rico's treasure.
Oh, I have it's on the wrong thing. You can't hear the music.
Okay, there we go. That should be correct.
Those are the bongos I gave Rico.
I would have always imagined Rico to be more of a guitarist, but she's actually a singer. But the bongos are just like a childhood gift, so it doesn't really matter, I guess.
I knew it.
Impossible. You see her. Rico's treasure. It's this worthless present that I gave her. I thought there was some mistake. Some mistake of yours, Sarah Chadoin.
Give me those.
You seem happy, Alice.
Ah.
Sorry for poking fun, but I bet you were hoping for this. You want to repair your relationship with Rico, don't you?
I am not a person who seeks selfish things. I intended to atone for my crime, for the victim's family, and for my own.
That's a good question. Surely, if he's saying this, then the Sohiori in the real world must have a fake family, right? Anyway.
If only it weren't for this death game. There's not enough time left to do this in the proper order. So, just one more before I die. I want to apologize to Rico. Sarah Chadoin, thank you. I will give her the bongos.
Right. I wonder if that's enough. As the one who brought it up, I feel some responsibility to watch over this. Should I go after Alice?
Well, here we are.
Alice and Rico were talking in the lobby. If it's nothing, then I'm out of here.
Wait, Rico! Aren't these bongos yours?
Why do you...
I found them at the prize exchange. I was surprised. I thought you'd long since thrown them out.
Yeah, I always thought about tossing them, but I could never do it.
Because of me, right? That day, when you sent me that letter telling me you were cutting contact, rather than shock, I just thought, yeah, I figured. You are a musical demon overflowing with talent. I thought you were quick to forget your garbage deadweight brother, living life as it suited you. I told myself that to find relief. To confirm that my actions had no effect on you. But you couldn't throw away these bongos. They sell these just anywhere. The traces of use, and the careful maintenance to conceal that fact, the more I look at them, the more they look like traces of your suffering.
Shut up. What are you getting at?
Rico, let me apologize. I made you and our parents suffer for so long. It may sound flimsy, but that's how I really feel. I'm truly sorry, Rico. Would you accept these?
Alice offered the bongos, hands trembling. Rico took them, seeming unable to bear it, and threw them to the ground.
Huh? Rico?
Such a piece of shit. Didn't I tell ya? I was always thinking I'd throw these damn things out.
Rico!
Don't act like a big brother, Alice. You and me are complete strangers now. You think this crap will let us reconcile? You even realize he took a person's life?
For 2.5 years, I've never once forgotten about my crime.
Then why would you ever interact with me again? Don't get in my goddamn way, murderer. This is awful. I believe they would be able to reconcile. I'd never seen Rika look so terrifying. This wasn't a matter for an outsider to speak on. But... Please, wait, Rico. Sarah?
Don't meddle with us, Sarah!
But...
The worst part about this is right after the scene where Rico gets got. So, like, this isn't even her. I know it's a doll with all of her memories, so for intents and purposes, it basically is her. But I wonder if things would be different if real Rico was here, you know? Like, I know the dolls are, like, super realistic, but I wonder how much they could possibly lack empathy. Like a robot, you know? Especially because we know Alice got framed. And it's so sad that if they never get to, like, realize that together. Like, one of them is always going to die. But I don't know. Who should I talk to? I feel like Rico, right?
Please, wait, Rico. Don't come after me, Sarah. Why would you do that? This is between me and Alice. But... was that really how you feel? That's right, and I've always kept it in. This resentment I wouldn't let out on him. Then why did you treasure those bongos until now? Hell if I know. I just couldn't toss them. Rico, I didn't want you to see this, Sarah. I admit I lost my cool, but listen, this is our problem. I didn't do that because I wanted to. Rico, don't look at me anymore. I'm not gonna be able to look you in the eye. It hurts. I can't imagine Rico truly hates him. But I couldn't do anything for their relationship. I'll leave. I'm very sorry. I left the hallway disappointed. Hey, Sarah. I heard a feeble voice behind me. Do you hate me now?
Yes.
No, it's because I like you that I can't turn a blind eye. I see. I trust you too, you know. For real. Hearing Rico's voice on the verge of tears, I couldn't bring myself to turn around.
Hey, it's me! Time for the plot again.
What is it?
Sorry for scaring you, I just wanted you to come someplace. Sorry, but the video's gonna cut here. Dang! All my lines!
Okay, that was a funny bit, but I actually do want to talk about that scene. Sad. It's just sad. Although, the fact that it's bongos makes it almost comical, you know? Although, I guess it's to emphasize the, that it's like a childhood gift, right? Because if it was like a guitar or something, it would be like, oh, there's actual value to it, perhaps, for Rico. But bongos, no, not really. So, it emphasizes that it's completely sentimental value that she's kept it all this time. Still, goddamn. I wonder what Alice says. It's the most annoying thing about this game is that there's just too much and you don't get to see it all. Oh, you could see my mouse that whole time. I'm going to have to turn that off. I think I had that on before for some reason. Maybe I'll keep it on. I think it's so that when we do like discussions, you can see who I'm thinking to click on and I can gesture with it. It's actually kind of useful in this game. But I I kind of forgot I had it on. I wasn't thinking about where it was, so I think it was just at the bottom of the text box. It's not that annoying. Anyway, I'm happy to be playing this game again, even though the first time it broke because of OBS. Anyway, I guess I will teleport you there now. My mic was muted. Well, we're here. I got back to this point, and I'm regretting my choices a little. You know, I don't want to do it. I can't do it. I don't want to do this. But here we go anyway. I suppose. Oh, here, let me move my mic a little bit.
I think I've mostly got the Sarah voice back now. At least there's that.
I just realized, are these like... Oh yeah, you can see my mouse, right? So I can actually gesture and stuff? Yeah, wow, that's kind of nice. I hope it's not too distracting, but I do need it for certain things in this game, which I forgot last time. Anyway, I didn't realize... I thought this was like the light coming off of the lamps, but like it's bending the slat in the wall over here. So is it actually glass around them? It's weird. I didn't... Well, because these are light. Why would it be bending this? Unless it's always been like that? I don't know. Anyway, here we go.
The room is dark. I can hardly see anything. Ranger's probably planning something. I need to steel myself first.
Speaking of, I guess I should kind of preface what we're doing. We're doing the complete opposite route you can take in Your Turn to Die than what I did originally. Which is, you know... we'll call it the Alice So route. Anyway.
I need to steel myself first.
We're gonna do it.
Let's go.
Oh, I don't know anything about the voices that I did for these people.
Looks like the bastards have assembled.
Why not for us now?
If we all collected our killer chips, shouldn't be any problem.
The stupid game's over, you damn doll.
Nah, sorry to say, but the sub-game's not over yet. Let's announce the results. Y'all haven't forgotten this is a game of buying and selling tokens, right?
I get it. The number of tokens we gotten by trading?
Specifically, counting up the totals of other people's tokens you've touched at least once. That means even tokens you've lost after getting them count towards the goal. So we don't have to have them currently. That's right. I told you this game switched out trust for tokens, yeah? The amount you were handed, that's what matters. So naturally, however many of your own tokens you got, that won't be counted. Now to announce the standings. Lineup. The superb person who earned the most trust will be awarded a special privilege.
Privilege?
Let's get to it. The glorious title of first place goes to... q-taro Burger Beard! Congrats!
Yeah.
Okay, stand right here. Well then, let's see. Can I have an interview?
Why, you don't mess around. What's this privilege I get?
What a spoil sport. I'll explain that later. Everyone but first doesn't get a prize, so I'll just announce them in order. What's this annoying ba-da-ba-ba thing? Don't interrupt me, Cephalin.
You told me to do it just like rehearsal, didn't you?
Announcing the top 3. Kana Kazuchi. Me? Alice Yabusame.
And so, Hiyori, it was a close fight.
Not bad placing. Sounds like the reaction of a guy who's never gotten first in his life. On to the smack dab in the middle. Your most stunningly average is... Keiji Shinogi. Just barely held on there.
Surprised I'm that trusted.
And our flunking students are the 3 idiot girls. Sarah Chidu and Riko Yapasami and now Igakoro.
Who you calling idiots? This ain't a game.
I was gonna say, this ain't a fair game, never mind.
Okay, 3 idiots. Gather over here. Now to announce the bottom of the barrel. In very last place is... Gi Nibushi.
Came in dead last. Just the worst.
Don't call me dead last. You're making me mad. Come on, you've got 0 tokens. Seems you didn't accept them from anyone. I didn't want to do something that's like trading money now.
Stubborn to the end. No kids these days feel any regret in losing.
Well, whatever. Let's take a commemorative photo. Stand right there.
I can't take this. Is Ranger playing around? I'm getting a bad feeling.
In place? Good. Now smile wide.
How did that happen? I do think it's funny because I wonder. I'm going to preface this right now. If you haven't watched my original playthrough of Your Turn to Die, I'm going to be spoiling stuff from later in the game. And theories and stuff, because, I mean, I might as well. I'm not going to be, like, reacting in surprise to quite as much new stuff, right? I wonder in the original game if this also happened, like the mobster one. And if that's the case, do you think the most trusted was the Sarah-like character? And, like, the least trusted was So? And if that was the case, then the So-esque character would have died, right? But no, Oh, right! I always think that, like, the two characters that are in that, that little... What would you call it? Story, I guess? Where it's the guy talking about how the girl eventually dies. I always thought that would be a So-like character and then the Sarah-like character, but I think it's actually the Keiji-like character. So it could be that this is where So is intended to, or did die originally. I say So-like because it's not literally him, but who he might be based on if everybody's dolls. There's going to be a lot of talk about that. Anyway.
What the hell's this? What are you up to now?
Yeah, I can't move. What?
Yin, q-taro.
Ranger, let those two go. Or else.
How about no?
What is this cage?
You stay put right there. Let us out.
Ranger, the hell you doing? Let him go.
You aren't still going to do something to them, are you?
Okay, you three noisy idiot girls, watch over them from the impression room.
Huh?
Not much of a room, is it?
What is this?
We're high up. The ground's risen. As a reward for your efforts, I've given you a special invitation. Good for you.
What do you mean, impression room? God damn it. Cut the crap, Ranger.
Better stop shouting and start listening, because I'm about to explain the rules.
Rules, you say?
The rules for the final attraction, the arbitration room.
It's weird seeing Ranger without the face cards, you know?
Currently, first place q-taro and last place Gin are attached back to back on a target. Soon a timer will begin. When the timer hits 0, the machine will activate. And a venomous stinger will be fired at last place Gin. Meow. The venom of the Rakuto giant scorpion is powerful. He'll die very painfully. You're kidding me now. Why, I've got 10 of the stars now. It's only natural to hand out a penalty to the last placer who didn't earn anyone's trust.
We didn't hear about that. Not once.
Sorry. No, that can't.
Damn it. Shit. How's that not just an execution?
Fine. I'll give you one way to save him. If the one who gathered the most trust wants to take his place, I might accept that, see? q-taro, there's a red switch right in front of ya. Press that and the target will do a 180. The stinger will aim at you instead.
You don't mean that privilege was...
The privilege to be a sacrifice for Gin. You're free to do whatever. That switch isn't a duty. It's a privilege. Metal Gorilla. Well then, should we get started? The rest of you can just take it easy. Help! Help me now, Metal Gorilla.
Alright, here we go. Ah! I forgot I did that.
That asshole. If I knew something was wrong with it...
What?
I knew something was wrong with it just ending like that.
I read that wrong.
Ying, we have to do something.
The LCDs have activated.
The timer started.
Crap, what now? What do we do? We can't jump down from this height. Ain't there any way we can interfere?
What can we do now?
Alright. I'm definitely saving, because I do not want to do all that again, ever. Oh, it's been so long since I've done this, too.
I don't want to sacrifice anyone else.
But how?
Well, Sarah, what should we...
Earlier, Ranger called this the final attraction.
Huh?
So far, the attractions have all been beatable. There must be something. A way to save Geen.
Sarah, let's
think about it. We absolutely can't give up.
Alright. Da-da-da-da.
Have I finally found it? The discrepancy other than the injury on her hand. The borderline between fake and real. Rico, let me just confirm one thing.
What is it?
This Samurai Onna song. Is that a song by your band?
Obviously, I only sing my own songs. It's the ultimate song named for my old band, Samurai Aiba.
Alice, you noticed.
Huh?
Please, read this.
What's this scrap of paper? This is... an article on Samurai Aiba's breakup? Don't be stupid. Of course I remember this. It's from after Alice was arrested.
Yes, but what you don't remember are the wounds that this left on your heart.
My heart?
Rico, Alice's arrest came as a shock to you. So much so that you couldn't sing your band's songs anymore.
I couldn't sing?
Read it, please. It says right in the article. Alice was a member in your previous band, right?
Indeed.
That's why you couldn't do it anymore. Rico couldn't sing songs that reminded her of her brother. And yet, you proudly sang for me a song from your old band.
What's the meaning of this?
It's what Ranger said. The AI's memories are updated regularly every 6 months, but personality only every 3 years. Only memory could be brought up to date at any time. So I'm sure you do have the memory of your band's breakup, but your personality only got refreshed once every 3 years. If the last update was over 2.5 years ago, then...
It would be before my murder case.
That's right. Before the incident that made Rico unable to sing, forcing the band to break up.
Stop it.
In other words, your personality remains a time capsule of Rico Yabusame from 3 years ago.
I'm real. A fake? A doll? Wrong. That's wrong. I'm real. Because I'm alive. My memories, my feelings, overcoming their deaths, my pain, all of us helping each other. Was it all a program? Am I a fake?
Yep, you're fake.
Like how? That can't be right. It ain't impossible. Once you say that shit, I just gotta admit it, don't I?
What else did you want me to do? The concept for the Room of Lies was once you see through it, it's over, okay?
I'm still half believing that Rico's a doll.
Rico, no, the fake. It was a ruse meant to deceive us. Wouldn't quite say that. The fake just really thinks she's Rico. That's what a copy is.
Then I'm really...
I'll explain it for you. First up, you bastards reasoned right. It was the real Rico who broke Kazumi Mishima's monitor. Seems Keijian now witnessed it. Day broke and the real Rico went with Sarah into the room of lies. Sensing danger, Sarah grabbed the real Rico's hand, but unfortunately Rico got caught. And the one who came out was the fake. After that, it was the fake waltzing around, but there were two problems. First was that the memory updates hadn't caught up. Since the real Rico came to the room of lies less than a day after breaking Mishima's monitor, the memory of her smashing it never got put in. Second was that her last personality update was 2 years and 8 months ago. Seems like her personality changed a fair bit from the shock of her brother Alice's arrest. Oh well, not much you can do about that stuff.
Where's the real Rico?
Who can say? Try the room of lies.
If you did anything to her, I'll kill you.
No, only concerned for the real one. Makes me feel bad for the fake Rico.
Hey, you solved it, right? So hurry.
Yes, hurry up. Since it's a fake Rico, I'm sure you can push her without regrets. That...
Wait a sec. I'm alive too. I don't want to die. Doesn't feel good. Why is she able to cry too? She's basically a human at this point. Help me, guys. Is this part of the emotion program too?
You got it. Awful. Isn't this just too cruel? If she has a heart and feelings, she's no different from a human. She's not a fake at all. She's another Rico. She's alive. If you think so, then just sacrifice Geen.
Sarah, make it quick. It's just a doll, you hear? Can't be more important than a real human.
What now? What do I do?
Sarah, stop it. I thought you were my friend.
I just have to make a decision.
So do I just sit here then? Because if I click, I'm going to push. Right click. You have to right click to back out of it. I'm glad I had this guide up to make sure I didn't have to run out of time.
I can't do it. Even knowing it's not the real Rico. I can't kill this person.
Sarah, thank you.
Sarah!
The third dart will be fired shortly. Aw, too bad. Guess the sub-game will be closing out on this. What a shame, Geen. Seems like everyone has left you to die. Please, stop. Let me take his place.
Big sis Sarah.
Geen.
5.
Help, q-taro.
4.
Somebody.
3.
I can't do anything. Only watch.
2.
Mom.
Oh, I don't like this Keiji face, or this q-taro face. Ugh. 1.
Your parents.
The switch has been pushed. Changing target to first place participant.
Sorry, Geen. If I'd pressed it from the first, you wouldn't have had to be so scared.
Geen, q-taro.
Hang on, you two. I'll go get the antidote right away.
The impression room we were riding on slowly returned to the surface. No, this can't. Stay with us, both of you, please.
Geen, you can't die. You got parents, right? Geen.
Sarah. Let's go look for Rico. I can't just leave these two. The policeman, he'll surely bring the antidote. We should do what we have to. But
game looks so weak. Even q-taro. We're going, Sarah. And then I was dragged out of the room.
Thank you now.
Sorry now.
Why are you saying sorry to her? What did you do to her?
That's... Aren't you late? Welcome to the Room of Lies. The stage is all set.
Okay, that's pretty funny.
Rico? Who's this chick? Doesn't she look exactly like me? Was she really here? Then am I seriously a duplicate?
Why did they make you put your makeup back? If only they hadn't made you put your makeup back, we'd know who the duplicate was.
Before we enter the Room of Lies, Rico, there's one thing we must ask you to do. Apply your makeup perfectly
To what you normally do.
Confessing it that easily? So boring. I was thinking of having a quiz.
What?
You guys have ever heard of doppelgangers? Someone witnessing you somewhere you never went, or else meeting another you. In some countries, that phenomenon is considered an omen of death.
As soon as he finished talking, a sound began ringing out. What the hell? Why did my collar start making that noise? Mine too!
It's begun.
Ranger, what's the meaning of this?
It's because they're doppelgangers. We don't need two Rico Yabusamis. Only one needs to survive.
No! You're kidding, right? This ain't fair! Yeah, let me tear this thing off! I wonder what type of death that color will give. Can't wait to see. Stop it already, Ranger! You three idiot girls are just so friendly. Well then, I'll let you choose who to save. Save whoever you like more. If you don't pick either, both will die. This is awful. We abandoned Keen to protect the life of that fake Rico, and yet... putting people's lives on scales again? I've had enough of it.
Think you've got something wrong there.
Huh?
Don't be so self-centered, Sarah Chaduin. The one I'm saying I'll let choose is... Now, Igakoro, I'm going to have you pick.
Me? Don't be stupid. It's just about choosing the real one, right?
You're just full of complaints, huh? As a special service, how about you use this?
Ranger dropped something on the floor. That's the knife Kai used to commit suicide.
Oh, really? What, you just have that? Of course he does.
A knife? It's mine.
The right Rico grabbed the knife.
Now, pick me if you don't want to suffer. What? I'm serious. This ain't just a threat. If I'm gonna die...
Alright.
If I'm gonna die, then not only now, Sarah, I'm taking you with me too. You can't do such a thing. Because you're the copy of Rico. Even in the short time I understand, you couldn't possibly hurt a friend. So I'm sorry. Rico's my friend too, and I need to save her. Stop! I want to save the left. Ah! Huh? Rico! Rico! I killed her. I killed her. I won. I survived.
Oh. That's such a... after all those years of hating Alice for killing someone, when her life was on the line, the old Rico would have done it anyway. Wow. Interesting to think.
Why? Why isn't the collar stopping?
Huh? Well, that's strange. Maybe because now didn't choose.
You never intended on letting the fake survive from the start, did you?
Okay, well...
So it was of the exploding type. Well, simple is best.
What is this?
Why is Rico in this state? Wake her up. Now, Sarah, explain!
Rico is...
What are you trying to say?
Ah, couldn't even come to see her die. Some sibling you are, huh?
This can't be. It's inconceivable Rico would die.
You see how much she's bleeding? Come on, you know it.
This is the fake Rico's blood, right? I won't be fooled.
Nope, the fake wouldn't bleed. Look, collapsed right over there. The headless Rico was the fake.
No, I won't believe it. Rico's so much stronger, luckier, more hateful than me. She's a person whose life has value. I'm my one and only sister.
She's garbage now. Just a corpse.
Give her back. Give Rico back!
Whoa. Crazy.
So scary, Alice.
I'll kill you! You're dead!
If you kill a floor master, all y'all are gonna die, you know. Oh well, seems I'll just have to kill you too. Uh-oh. Huh? A gun? Why?
You've stepped out of line, Real Ranger. I have no more use for you.
Dad, why?
What's going on? Fix me already, Dad.
Unfortunately, Real Ranger, this is farewell.
What are you saying? I don't wanna...
I never noticed Ranger was reaching for him before. Sheesh.
Do you hate me or something? Wasn't I your greatest masterpiece, Dad?
That is in the past. Why do you think you were the most human of the dolls I created?
Because you put your affection into me the most.
Wrong. It was a jealousy. I implanted in your emotion program an excessive sense of inferiority toward and hatred of humans. Humans have it nice. I envy humans. Why am I a doll? What's so great about humans? And so on. With that complex you could never overcome, you burned with deep jealousy, and truly qualified as human. This convinced me that it is negative emotions that make a human.
That's...
Yet, for the burning flames of jealousy to turn one into a monster, that is just as human. You are an impediment to the plan, a failure.
Oh, bye.
Well then, I apologize you had to witness such unsightliness, everyone. I invite you now again to the main game. This time, card data for the Keymaster, Sacrifice, Sage, and Commoners has been distributed to the tablets you possess. This has been done at random, and I imagine some of you may be dissatisfied with your role. In this case, you may use a trading function to forcibly swap cards with another. However, you must use the Me tokens you have earned in order to utilize this function. The Trust tokens you have earned up to this point will be essential in deciding the battle.
What in the world? Just who are you people?
I am the reception doll. No, let us do away with this tedious set dressing. I am Gashu Sato, a researcher into negative emotion. Now, let the main game begin.
Please let me save, please let me save, please let me save, please let me save, please let me save.
Oog.
Oh, right, this is the flashback, right?
You up?
Oh, no, it's these guys. Oh, look at them.
I thought I was gonna die, now.
Sorry, the switch.
You pressed it for me, woof.
I hesitated till the last second.
It's fine, meow. I'm alive, woof.
Geen? Thanks.
Yeah, thanks, meow.
Alright, there we go. Okay. I thought there'd be more different, I'm gonna be honest. This was mostly just the same until the very end. Shut up. Hi, Kai. I guess I can just skip now to this thing. Because I just want to talk about this and be done, because this episode is so long. Shut up. Let me save. No, I can't save. Okay, well, I can skip to this part from the chapter select, so it doesn't really matter. I'm kind of mad. Just a little bit. Obviously, I think this... There's strengths and weaknesses to both versions of this, obviously. Because I think q-taro gets a lot more compelling here. Because, he actually does sacrifice for Gin. Instead of not doing it, which I feel like in the good route... I guess it depends on how long you take, probably, right? But in the good route, quote-unquote, where Rico lives, like the intended way, pretty much, I feel like q-taro gets kind of shafted there, and he just gets, like, nothing to do but be annoying. Like, oh, I gave away the laptop. Oh, I'm trying to escape on my own. Oh, I'm... what was the other thing he did? There's something else. Oh, I'm not going to press the button for Gin. That's what I was going to say. And in the first trial, he's like, kids don't get special treatment. But I feel like him saving Gin here is kind of the natural resolution of that arc from the first main game. Which naturally leads into the rest of his arc about trusting people and eventually, dying because of it. So I think that works better. But I think Alice's death, where Ranger just arbitrarily kills him, and that's why Gashu, quote-unquote, decommissions Ranger, I think that makes more sense plot-wise than one of the Ricos, like the doll Rico killing regular Rico. Because, like, that wasn't really Ranger's fault. Like, sure, it probably wasn't in the plan, but it's not like Ranger did it intentionally because of his jealousy, right? So, yeah, it's kind of weird how that works. I am curious to see how Alice will develop as time goes on here. Because I do like Alice. I think Alice is one of the more compelling characters in the game. But given that it's the route split, and Rico didn't get anything too crazy to do in Chapter 3, I feel like Alice might just be pushed to the wayside. At the same time, though, I'm going to be playing the route where evil things are happening, so he might get even less screen time, I don't know. Anyway, I hope you have enjoyed this. Basically just a replay of that game, which I do think is one of the best ones, because it's set up beforehand with Rico. Like, that something's wrong with Rico the minute you have that glove, but she has both when she comes out of there. And I feel like it really drives through that game to finally get answers on that, as well as basically every other mystery set up in the part 1 of Chapter 2. But, yeah, I think I mentioned this before, but I'll mention it again for anybody who's forgotten, essentially, because this is what you're going to get into as we go forward. I genuinely think that the little ending mini games we have here, like this one, I don't really like the doll cylinders one. If you could actually win that and save everybody, that would be nice. And then, what was the ending game in Chapter 1? I don't even remember. But okay, if the ending game in Chapter 1 was a main game, quote unquote, where you have all the cards and stuff, and then in Chapter 2, you had this thing about the me tokens that come out, and you've got this scale, and you have to find the imposter. I feel like that would work. And then Chapter 3 could have you desperately trying to save the dolls. Because I just feel like the main game, mechanically, isn't super interesting. You know? I've bemoaned the sacrifice card enough for people to know that I don't really like it. Because it's basically just, you know, it feels too much like a hand of the writer. You know what I mean? Like, well, now doesn't have anything to do in the story anymore, so we're going to kill her off now. If there was like a narrative reason for it, like someone chose to be the sacrifice each turn so that nobody else could do it, that would be fine. And it would actually it would literally just solve the problem. Like, if they had to vote to kill someone, and then someone had to vote to be the sacrifice, that would be fine. But I really don't, you know, just have people die more in the main, like, the first parts. That's fine. It would honestly make it a little bit less of the Danganronpa effect, where you have a trial and it's really harsh and serious, and then you have like a daily life and it's just like jokes and funny, you know? And there's like this huge tonal dissonance. Anyway, I hope this has got you excited for Your Turn to Die again, because that's what we're going to be doing for a bit. So I will see you next time. This was a long-ass episode. Goddamn. All right, like and subscribe. Let me know how you feel about Your Turn to Die's system, I guess, of murdering people. Okay, bye.